cerita ni woke gila lah sebenarnya. Sebab all the straight white men loser gila lah cerita ni. Like they purposely, I don't know why.
In real life? Yeah. Okay. What was the last movie you watched?
Across the universe.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, so Across the Universe lagu Beatles bodoh. Damn bro. No, lagu Fiona Apple. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
What do you think?
Best gila lah.
Kan? Ya, aku pun suka.
Do you think it's better than the first one?
No.
Really?
I think the first one was tighter.
Wife aku pun cakap benda sama, tapi aku disagree lah. Tapi okay, you go on. Walaupun kau salah. Okay, keep.
I think Into the Spider-Verse was better. Was tighter. It had a clearer narrative. It had more tangible stakes. Macam benda simple lagi lah. And it was more controlled. The second movie ni best. Aku suka gila. Tapi ada benda yang stop aku daripada kata macam daripada aku cemolot lah kan. Sikit lagi. Satu,
is it because
pacing.
Apa?
Pacing satu.
Pacing? What do you mean pacing?
I mean, okay. Like the first, like the opening scene, the opening sequence of the movie kan. It felt as though that movie was going to be starring Gwen. And only Gwen. Gwen was going to be the main character. That was the impression that I got from the first 5 minutes. Right? And then it didn't just start, it didn't focus on just Gwen.
Okay.
It went to Miles, but you didn't see Miles until 20 minutes in. So for me, that is a failure in pacing. So if you want to catch people up on what happened in the movie before, you have to quickly show all the main players. Satu. Dua.
From what rule book?
No lah, I mean this is just my
opinion
subjective opinion again, because for me the pacing felt off. Lagi tu, aku tahu this was supposed to be one movie, but they split it up into two at the last minute. Not last minute lah, but later on in production, right? And it really feels that way. It feels like it was not even one half, but 2/3 of a movie, and then they just stopped it.
Okay.
And I get the impression that the third movie is going to just be a long drawn out third act for this movie.
Okay. Macam last scene of Avengers tu lah kan. And then just that scene. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Dia macam I get the impression that the writers and the producers didn't really have, maybe they didn't have time to rearrange the plot, so that the second movie is a complete story, then it ties into the third movie, which is going to be another complete story. It feels like cerita yang diorang buka dalam Cross the Spider-Verse ni kan tak habis, tak resolved. And which is okay lah, faham lah cliffhanger, tapi cliffhanger pun kalau even if you end your second movie in a cliffhanger, there have to be resolutions for major plot points in that movie itself. Kalau tak jadi.
And it's also macam
they stumbled a little bit lah.
Sebab it's a bit worrying lah. Sebab apa? Macam nak cakap lah. Sebab dia orang still tengah buat kan the third movie. And then and then
3 tahun depan kan?
Like how does that make any sense? Kau 4 tahun kau tunggu from the first movie, and then you're gonna come out the next year. Padahal kau belum siap lagi. Aku ingat dia siap ke, macam Lord of the Rings kan.
Aku tak tahu. Tapi it depends on what they mean by tak siap lagi ya.
Memang tak siap lagi ya.
Yalah, tapi benda apa yang tak siap? Berapa banyak
I
lagi yang
think
tak
this
siap?
from scratch.
Are you serious? Takkan lah.
From scratch. And then dia orang tengah delay sekarang ni. They're gonna delay it.
I mean, I'm sure they're using the WGA strike as an excuse.
Nah.
Tapi pasal Tak salah aku, apa nama Mina yang suara Gwen tu?
Pamela Anderson. Shout out to Pamela Anderson tu. Comrade. Walk Queen.
Itulah yang
Yeah.
yang pakai tu. Yeah, she was interviewed and orang tanya dia, have you done your voice work for the third movie? Dia tak start lagi.
Tu dia. Cakap dah. Aku dah cakap from
lagi.
scratch.
Tapi kalau dia nak release bulan 3 tahun depan, memang berak darah.
Aku rasa tak realistik langsung. Aku yang kan dah siap.
Sony kot. Apa-apa hal, that one name always raises red flag for me. Amy Pascal.
Siapa dia?
Amy Pascal, the
Pascal
Sony
yang movie Army tu.
She's the Sony equivalent of Kevin Feige. She handles all the Spider-Man properties for Sony. And she's been very problematic. And dia
asal dia macam Jonah Hill?
Bukan not that kind of problematic. She's like Kathleen Kennedy on steroids.
I don't know that.
Kathleen Kennedy jaga Lucasfilm and all the Star Wars properties kan. So Amy Pascal takes care of
dia macam exact.
Yeah. She's like the executive producer to all the executive producing that happens at the executive producer punya department in the executive
the suit of all suits
wing of Sony Pictures. Okay. She's been like problematic to me. Morbius was her idea. Like fuck. It's Morbin time.
Aku try tengok, tak boleh lah. I don't know man. Maybe kalau aku tengok tu betul aku.
Kau tengok Morbius? Kat wayang?
No. On Netflix.
Sure not. Kita kat wayang kot.
Tak tu. Tak tahu lah. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Aku tak boleh judge kan, sebab aku tak tahu sampai habis kan. So kalau kau dengar benda ni up to now, kau rasa macam kita benci movie tu kan. Macam panjang gila kau cakap negative part of that movie Across Spider-Verse.
Nah, tapi aku suka gila kot.
Cantik gila
Across
lah.
Spider-Verse is dope. Best tu.
Aku suka dia cantik gila.
Benda-benda yang aku cakap tu adalah benda-benda yang menahan aku daripada nak panggil movie tu masterpiece sahaja.
Okay, masterpiece. Nah, I think it's a masterpiece. Bagi aku lah, sebab cantik gila. Aku visual guy. You know what I'm saying?
The visuals are like
that's why sekarang aku tengah cakap ni, aku pandang tempat lain. Aku tak pandang kau. Just kidding. Visual guy. Cantik lah, cantik gila. And then dia, I don't know, sebab aku tengok kat wayang kan, aku tengok screen besar gila, so benda tu terpampang. So memang aku just macam, it's like a roller coaster ride lah bagi aku. Macam aku tak fikir sangat lah. Tapi of course it's worrying lah masa last tu.
Like every main featured character kan ada style dia sendiri. And they have their own version of New York.
Interesting. And all the actually side characters dia terbaik tu. Kan yang punk tu.
Yeah. And if you read the comic books, lagi banyak benda yang kau boleh dapat. Lagi banyak Easter eggs yang kau boleh appreciate lah. Macam Gwen.
Let's get it out. Let's get this out in the open. Fuck reading. Except Twitter.
Comic
I'm sorry
books
just aku tak boleh baca tu.
Comic books are like half reading, half looking. So I mean, you might like the pictures. I'm just saying.
Aku boleh masuk komik bahasa Melayu. Itu pun aku try baca balik, aku tak faham tu.
No, correction.
Hong Kong.
Kau suka Japanese, kau suka komik Hong Kong yang diterjemahkan ke bahasa Melayu.
It made sense when I was small lah. Aku baca balik like, gila pelik tu. Anyway.
Dewata Raya lah pula. Yes, anyway.
Yeah, still on the topic. The side characters from someone. Kau baca komik. Kau memang mat komik lah kan. Aku bukan.
Okay.
So that's why macam that's why aku boleh jadikan kau sebagai reference aku kan. Tapi yang punk tu cool lah. And then I was worried he would be white. And then he said Mandem. But okay, he's black. I was worried he would be white. Like a white punk character would be like, meh.
Spider-Punk has always been black. He's always, but he hasn't always been British, if I'm not mistaken. But he's always been black, and he's always been Hobie Brown, who is in the 616 Marvel universe is actually the original Prowler. I can't remember. But
Dah
baru
lama?
lagi lah.
Baru juga.
Baru lagi.
Kau
Tak
still
sampai
keep up to
15
date
years.
komik?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't I? What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's like, apa orang cakap, that's admirable lah orang cakap kan. Sebab
I mean, and to be completely clear, I've had sex. And I still read comics at my age. Okay.
Nowadays like that's like comic book readers yang have all the sex. It's a different era tu. You kan macam zaman dulu.
Yeah.
Zaman dulu yang read comics like budak daripada Sabah ke apa. It must be some weirdo yang rambut dia
Hal kau dengan budak Sabah.
Aku sekolah dulu like the only guy who read comic dia daripada Sabah.
Okay.
And aku dah start racist. Aku macam, can you afford it? Macam I guess Sabah pun ada orang yang ada duit aku kan. And then he's like really weird lah. Macam yang budak-budak gangster nak bully pun tak tahu like nak go what angle. He had like rambut cacak semua kan. Macam, right. And he's like tall guy. And
okay, but I do have to say like collecting physical comic books now is
yeah.
kind of crazy lah. Pasal
back then RM4.2 aku ingat. Back then RM4.2 kalau komik Marvel.
Back then for you. Back then to aku
okay.
RM2.8.
Oh damn. Back
aku
then okay.
Apa one single comic book issue goes for $20.
Ni zaman bila tu? Zaman Tok Gaduk.
86.
Oh 86.
1986.
Okay. In the 90s it was like RM4.2. That's why kita orang baca komik Hong Kong. Komik Hong Kong is like
lepas
RM2.5.
Lepas market crash 98 tu, it went up to $10. Now it's 20.
What? The $10? Oh, I mean, oh, pada zaman aku RM4.2, seingat aku lah. That's why.
Yelah, tapi zaman kau early 90s kan. This is late 90s to early 2000s was 10 something.
Oh, itu dah mahal.
RM20
For the 90s, RM10 is mahal gila tu.
I mean, if you read X-Men comic books and if you follow all the X-Men titles, that's easily $120 a month.
Another thing is kau duduk KL, aku duduk JB. So nak dapatkan komik.
Mahal JB kau.
Nak dapatkan komik
sekarang.
Kena pergi shopping mall. Kau probably boleh pergi like dekat ikut dengan rumah kan. Tak 70 dia jual lah. Kau kena pergi popular bookstore ke apa, something like that kan.
Kau boleh pergi kedai mamak boleh pergi kedai mamak, tapi satu benda je, the risk is that you won't get the next issue. Dia tak consistent. Dia ambil consignment je. Apa-apa yang distributor ada leftover, dia ambil.
Oh, dia ambil
So if you wanted to get like regular comic books, like on a regular basis, you have to go to a bookstore macam Times. Dulu ada. There used to be a bookshop called Times Bookstore. Belum MPH.
Tapi kedai mamak dulu,
kalau if you were really fancy, you go to a comic book shop macam The Mind Store dulu.
Oh, okay. Dulu kedai mamak kau ingat kaset pun ada jualan. Is that original lah?
Banyak dan bukan semua kedai mamak ada.
RM10 lah rasa. Kaset. Aku ingat kaset Muda semua ada jual.
Oh, yang tu ada. Tu kat newsstand ada. Muda betul macam
kaset famous lah. No, even ada iklim
music.
Ya, music. Muda kan ada buat ni kaset music.
Ada lah. Tapi tak banyak kedai yang buat macam tu lah.
Kedai mamak ada jual. So,
tapi kalau kau pergi macam kedai mamak yang jual UITV semua kan, ada lah kaset-kaset.
Tapi zaman sekarang kita cakap kedai mamak orang tak faham kot.
Tu bukan gerai mamak bukan maklek.
Kedai runcit lah.
Newsstand, kedai runcit. Yang diuruskan oleh komuniti Islam India.
Yes. Anyway, Spider-Verse best gila, dia punya art best gila. Watak-watak side, even like yang Mumbai apa? Siapa nama Mumbai tu yang India tu? Itu ada dalam komik ke?
Pavitra Prabhakar.
Ada lah. Itu dia pun best. Kau tak sempat nak macam mana lah dia orang so fast like macam it's like
tak sempat. Siapa buat suara dia?
Siapa?
Kau tahu tak cerita dalam Deadpool?
Oh, that guy.
Mamat yang buat cap tu.
Oh. Okay.
So finally he gets to be cool lah at least once in his life.
And that place like Mumbai apa dia panggil? Mumbai Tan?
Mumbatan. I mean Manhattan lah, but Mumbatan.
So it's like a combination of Mumbai dengan New York lah, kind of.
Yeah, but in the comic books, he just lives in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
It's not like a mashup of Mumbai and
Tapi
and
like
New
the
York.
design of that city gila bah. Aku kat city skyline kan. The design of that city dengan berlapis-lapis. Holy shit.
I mean when the animators were complaining about the work conditions making the movie kan, aku rasa macam extra bersimpati lah pasal they put in some really good work though.
Ya, gila tu. Serius.
Like that Renaissance vulture, god damn.
Gila tu.
Like ni apa hal ni kan. Kau memang above and beyond lah.
Okay, jap. Ada orang cakap kenapa kan ada scene jap ni spoiler. Tak apa lah, fuck it lah. Ada scene Spoiler Ada scene yang siapa nama dia, Miles Morales kena kejar dengan all the Spider-Man kan. So aku tak tahulah, aku tak boleh jawab sebab aku bukan mat komik. Kenapa dia boleh kalahkan all this spider. Dia orang tak boleh kejar dia lah, senang cerita.
Pasal cerita lah.
Other than that,
tak ada lah. I mean, benda-benda macam tu kau nak petikaikan susah.
Yeah.
Dah memang cerita dia tu.
Tapi orang cakap sebab dia apa lah, something about spider sense, I don't know.
Tapi dia punya okay, kau perasan tak the leadership team kan dekat that apa?
Okay.
Spider Hub, Spider Central, Spider HQ Pelancau tu kan. Those were all satu, none of them were Peter Parker.
Okay.
Like Miguel O'Hara is not a Peter Parker, right? Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, she's not a Peter Parker. Gwen is not a Peter Parker. Padahal your default Spider-Man in any universe is a Peter Parker, right?
Yeah.
Satu. And none of them got their spider powers the same way that Peter Parker did. So Miguel O'Hara is a experimental test subject. That's how he got his powers. Jessica Drew was injected with arachnid
injected
DNA
with the poison. Sorry.
Yes. Gwen pun cara dia dapat powers dia pun lain juga. So I don't know what that means for the third movie, but the fact that this whole army of multiversal Spider-Man and Spider People and Spider Cats and Spider Tyrannosaurus Rexes and Spider Cars, anyway, are led by three people who are not in most universes supposed to be Peter Parker, supposed to be Spider-Man. I think that's a bit interesting.
That's
mungkin
woke.
ada macam I know. I guess cancel me then. But mungkin benda tu ada kaitan dengan what happens in the third movie ya kot. Maybe there's someone else controlling things from the shadows, from behind the scenes ke apa ke, I don't know.
Well, this is a conspiracy. Nikki went on shit though. The hell?
Talking pin it like a multiverse
Yeah. That does not answer benda tu, tak jawab soalan tu.
Apa dia? Oh, okay.
That doesn't answer the question. Like,
what was the question?
Kenapa dia orang kena apa? Bukan kena sidai, tapi kena apa lah? Nak kata Miles Morales menang lah senang cerita dengan dia orang. Memang dia orang tak boleh kejar dia.
Pasal dia ni lah, dia azam dia kuat lah. Dia tengah nak rescue bapak dia kan. Yang lain tu semua dah tak ada orang nak rescue dah. Bapak dia orang, uncle dia orang, Captain Stacy dia orang semua dah mati dah.
Lagi
dia
satu macam
lagi.
ramai-ramai yang nak kejar kan. And then tak coordinate. Spider-Man is always seorang kan.
Yeah.
There's a thing about the spider sense juga lah. Maybe it's true juga. Dia punya spider sense lagi kuat sebab dia tengah lari, dia orang tengah kejar. Something like that, I don't know.
Maybe.
And then dia orang ramai-ramai nak kejar seorang, bukannya senang tu. Kau lagi satu, kau bukan Avengers kan. Kau Spider-Man.
Right.
Spider-Man Avengers.
Okay, so he was
Sony until Sony. This why aku guna canon lah. Aku tak guna Sony.
In the comics kan, almost everyone has been an Avenger. Okay? Senang cerita.
Termasuk penyelamat dunia, Sang Merah semua.
Aku rasa yang betul-betul yang betul-betul
Ujian.
tak pernah jadi Avenger dalam Marvel Comics is like people like the Punisher.
Punisher Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Di Netflix.
Okay lah, memang lah. Yelah, tapi he's a Marvel character lah. Tapi dia tak pernah jadi Avenger kot, tak salah aku.
Oh ya, jap. Lagi satu benda aku suka. Cerita ni woke gila lah sebenarnya. Sebab all the straight white men loser gila lah cerita ni. Like they purposely, I don't know
like
why.
in real life?
Yeah, just like in real life, betul lah. It is what it is. I mean, brown man, I'm saying.
Sue me. Shit.
Shout out to brown man, black man, light skin.
Good.
Kau brown lah, aku light skin.